Hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson, and you are listening to the Squashbuckler Diaries podcast, episode 146. We are following Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams, and this is an arc that shows us stuff we don't expect about people having adventures in the dream. What is it like to be in the dream? Last episode, playing with a sword, Joy played with her father's huge, big, heavy sword. She was 4.5 years old. And she accidentally sliced out his eye. There were geysers of blood. And what happens to a dreamer who, gets his eye cut out? What happens? Let's find out. Let's remember the rules. She lives in the dream. If something happens to her, it really happens to her. But what happens to her father, who is only there when he's dreaming? When he's awake, he's not there. When he's asleep, he appears on the ship. Let's find out. Episode 146, Playing with a Sword, Part 2, What Really Happened. Joy's age 4.5, told by the Red Dragon. Dragonfather was on his knees, deep in pain, hand over his bleeding eye. Dragonlil was kneeling over him, crazed with worry, not knowing what to do. She had just accidentally sliced one of his eyes as she played on the deck of Bonny's Revenge with his sword. Dragonfather breathed in and out, his breathing getting less erratic. He was calming down. "It's all right," he said more calmly. "I don't think it's as bad as we thought." There was a pool of blood underneath him, and my sharp dragon's eyes clearly saw that she had taken out his eye. He slowly removed his hand from his face. Dragonly looked at it, worried. His wound was slowly disappearing. His eye was slowly restoring itself. He was a dreamer after all. Unlike Dragonlil, it was not his actual physical body here in the dream. I've seen this a few times before. Dreamers can only be hurt if they believe they are hurt. If they are hurt too much, they wake up. But if they stay, they can somehow feel better and the wounds disappear. Of course, Dragonfather and Dragonlil did not know that, although I suspect they were beginning to. "What?" Dragonlil looked at his eye. He blinked a few times. "It's all right, just a small cut." "I cut your eye." Dragonfather stood up. "I'm all good now. But see, I told you, next time something really bad could happen." Dragonlil looked at him. She turned around and began to cry. Sobbing uncontrollably, she ran towards her cabin and jumped on her cot. "Joy! Joy!" Dragonfather took a deep breath. By now, there was no sign of a wound at all. What happened in the cabin? Well, that is something neither of them expected. I'm afraid my worn soul is weary for today and doesn't have the ability to speak of the harsh events that happened afterwards. I will tell you that story tomorrow. Told by the Red Dragon. Hashtags Joy, Justin, Dreamer. And so we see. He's a dreamer. He got cut in the eye, and then he was shocked for a few seconds. He bled, and then, no, I'm feeling good because his actual eye is fine. It was just a small cut, right? But the thing that happens as a result, because this arc isn't over. We've got Playing with the Sword Part 3 tomorrow. The thing that happens as a result is going to have, or might have, big repercussions on their lives. It's not over. And how does Joy make sense of that? That's a question too. So stick around. More answers tomorrow. And now, the credits. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. All the tags mentioned in this story are searchable at the website. You can find all the stories there in written form and, in fact, 150 Squashbuckler Diaries more. The Squashbuckler Diaries is the diary of Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. She'll be called the Forgotten Girl by her father. She'll be a true heroine. She'll change the world. This project shows her entire life from birth to death. Check out the website at guyhasson.com. That's GUYHASSON.com. I've been an author and a playwright for more than 30 years, and this is the first time I've used the guyhasson.com website, because The Girl in the Dream is my life project. If you have questions, if you want to comment, please do. You can comment at the website or email me at guyhasson@gmail.com. That's GUYHASSON @gmail.com. The theme music is called Brass Gentleman and is created by Thomas Howardek. My name is Guy Hasson, and this is my life project. Come back tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow for more.